It's Madden NFL 24, where we'll see two of the NFL's oldest and most storied franchises. It's the Chicago Bears and the Washington Commanders on EA Sports.
We are just inside the Beltway, about 10 miles east of the Capitol Dome as we come to you from FedEx Field here in Landover. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one, as it'll be the Chicago Bears taking on the Washington Commanders. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. CD, these Commanders, a last-place ball club in 2022. In most cases, you'd say that was a lost season, but they finished 8-1, 500. That would have won the NFC South. What kind of a chance do you give them in what is certainly a loaded NFC East?
And you're exactly right about the division, so you have to be cautious about what you think with this team. They've got to continue to play excellent defense and get some improvement on the offensive side of the ball and establish who their quarterback is going to be.
And then for the visiting Bears, they want to wipe the slate clean from 2022. Now, working in their favor, we've seen plenty of teams in the NFL make big turnarounds from year to year. What can the Bears do to just get back closer to maybe 7, 8 wins, Charles?
Well, they want to coalesce all this young talent that they're accumulating and guys that they've brought in from the outside and start to build a culture, a feeling around this team that they know they can compete week in and week out.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Commanders set to go to work on offense, and they've handed the controls to this man in his second NFL season, former Tar Heel Sam Howell.
Howell got the nod from Commanders leadership to be the team starter this year. A nice bump for last year's 5th-round pick. One start as a rookie and didn't look bad at all, winning the team's finale. And let's not forget, this is a guy who was once viewed as a first-round pick, so there's plenty of promise hidden beneath the surface.
Complete out to Samuel on the quick throw. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming. That's probably as simple of a throw as he'll have all game.
And good for everyone. Good for his completion percentage. Good for the receptions for the receivers. But you know how they work on that. They have footballs with no laces. So that as soon as you get the snap, you're just throwing the football. All right? You're not trying to find the laces and grip it a certain way. That takes time. Just get the ball and throw it. So that's how they practice it all the time now, too.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. So, Charles, this defense, in for a tough matchup. What do you think the game plan is here tonight?
Well, I think the game plan is the same as most, which is, hey, pass rushers, do your job. Coverage guys, do your job. And the linebackers are going to be a mix. Sometimes they'll drop in coverage. Sometimes they'll pressure the quarterback. But all in all, you never want to let that quarterback get a string of completions going, because if so, they're hard to deal with, and it makes for a long evening.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. They'll run for the first time with Antonio Gibson. And they'll stop him after a gain of a couple to the 33. The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down. Howell throwing on 3rd down here. Got this complete to Jahan Dotson. And he's going to have a Commanders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's one of those where it feels like backyard football in a sense. You say, forget about the route. Just run to the open spot in the middle of the field, and I'll find you. Good throw, good concentration on the catch, and they pick up the first down.
So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10. Howell. Short throw there, caught by Thomas. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it'll be second down. And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far on the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
From just shy of midfield, here's second down and 3. Back to the ground with Gibson. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 46. Howell down to throw it. He'll dump that off to Gibson, complete. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down. Well, it looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
Second down, Howell back to pass. Over the middle, complete. That's Thomas. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 33. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs. Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention.
First down, Howell to throw. Short throw here to the tight end Bates. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and that'll make it second down. And so far, a very nice, methodical opening drive.
This has the feel of a scripted drive that they rehearsed perfectly all week long, and now they're executing it on game day.
Script looks good so far. Here's Howell to throw on second down. Short throw to the tight end Thomas. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. Well, they're not hiding who their central focus is on offense. Charles, he already now has 4 receptions here on this opening drive.
And I know people who are watching the game are thinking, did they forget about him in the defensive game plan? But it's actually been the opposite. They're giving him a lot of attention, but he's been very creative and savvy in his route running and finding seams and openings in order to create these completions. You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. Yeah, boy, that's going to be close. He didn't get much at all there, but he got the first. Looked like they might have held him defensively, but the referee signals it will be a first down. He needed less than a foot. He didn't get a whole lot more than that, but he did get the first down.
Well, he and his offensive line created enough push where if he was able to just fall forward as he was able to there, that would pick up the first down. As you noted, didn't need a whole lot, didn't get much more than that.
It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it's second down.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
Second down, Howell now. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And the Commanders are looking at first and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And oftentimes we think about statement drives in the second halves of games, especially in the fourth quarter. But here, it's happening early, a definite statement. They've held on to the ball for a healthy portion of this first quarter already, and now after that completion, they're set up first and goal.
Gibson trying to get to the goal line, but he's going to be stopped just short at the 1. Only a yard that time, second and goal.
Good work there, holding him out on first down, and this is going to be a battle down here on the goal line. Can they hold their ground for 2, maybe even 3 more plays?
Second and goal from the 1. Gibson again. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Antonio Gibson punching it in from a yard away. And the Commanders put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead.
Like what we saw right there, good running down near the goal line because that was a really good drive. They were able to possess the ball, have some early success moving it downfield, and then clearly the most important thing, finishing things off with the ball in the end zone.
The extra point by Sly is up and good, and that makes the score 7-0. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback. So here come the Bears to take over on offense behind their third-year quarterback, former Ohio State Buckeye Charles Justin Fields.
We all knew Fields was an incredible athlete coming out of college, and last season he unleashed it upon the NFL. Ran for over 1,100 yards and would have broken the quarterback single-season record if he had played the full season. He also threw 17 touchdown passes, and that's the next jump for him. More consistency as a passer.
Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. A man who led the league in yards per carry last year, it's Khalil Herbert.
And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times, and what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
2nd down, they go back to Herbert.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
The Commanders bringing out the nickel package on 3rd down. Here's Fields.
And that will be incomplete.
As you and I know from visiting a lot of camps, no one practices this type of a start, do they?
Especially not on the road. You give up the touchdown on the opening drive. Now there's likely a 3-and-out on your first possession.
Yeah, you throw that incompletion there. You hate to fall into a hole early, especially on the road. Got to be careful.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away.
So possession goes over here on the punt.
And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. The Commanders going to retake the field for drive number 2. They've got the 7-0 lead. Now they've got the football back after their defense got the stop, CD. And you get the feeling if they could score here, they really have all the momentum on their side.
And you just wonder right now, is the quarterback and the play caller totally in sync? Are they of one mind that, hey, what worked last time, let's keep doing it until they stop us? Or do they go to a different section in the playbook, show them something different? Either way, they want a repeat of their first drive.
And unable to connect on the long pass. He actually brings it in, but he was out of bounds, incomplete.
How about this offense already feeling good about themselves with a touchdown already in their first drive? They've certainly come out firing, even though that one was incomplete.
With the 7-0 lead, more apt to take a shot like that downfield?
Hey, you're 1 to the good. Go ahead and try and press your advantage.
2nd and 10, Howell. Targeting Thomas on the out route, making the catch.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
23 yards the pickup there.
Now how about this throw right here? Had to throw it to the left sideline, and you know the timing's got to be correct on this one. Ball's got to be right where it needs to be, and it was. That's because he had great arm strength on that one, able to drive the football. Quarterbacks love it when they can show off their arms.
On 1st down, Howell. That's out to the flat for Gibson. And he'll get it down here to the 43. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a 2nd and short. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And Howe will throw it. Buying time to his left. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down. They'll go play action. Howell. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Yannick Ngakoue. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
Now that's a heck of a moment for your first sack of the game, because if this long drive ends without a touchdown because of that sack, we're going to look back and say that might be one of the biggest plays of this contest.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. 3rd and long, here's Howell. He'll check that down to Gibson out of the backfield. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, maybe a little bit of an anxious moment there as that ball got closer and closer, but it does curl in.
Yeah, actually did a little bit of a slow dance there with the left upright, didn't it? But had just enough space, as you said, for it to curl in.
So after the made field goal, 10-0 here early as the kick's away. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. Now it's Fields. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Back to throw. Fields. Flush to his right. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd. I thought they were going to sack him there like they did on 1st down. Great coverage, but he found a way to move with his legs.
Yeah, his ability to take off, not only did he get some yardage back, he got a little bit extra. Really helps him on 3rd down, makes it manageable now.
Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. That's complete to his running back, Herbert. And he will have the Bears' 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll fake it on the jet sweep, and instead a handoff up the middle. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. The Bears with the football. We get set to begin quarter number 2, as they've got it with a 2nd and 14 upcoming. On 2nd down, a run with Herbert. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. The threat of a 2nd straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. Fields. And this will be caught by Mooney. And almost, but not quite. Needed 10. He got 9. 4th down. Fourth down, so they send out Trenton Gill. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Another drive coming up for this Washington offense. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it. And he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. That was a corner blitz, and it was Kyler Gordon getting in there for the sack.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Shotgun handoff to Gibson. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on 3rd down.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who could do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And Thomas has it. It'll be a gain of 5, and that'll bring up 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Tress Way on 4th down is sent out to punt. The speedster Dante Pettis back deep to return. It's a 44-yard punt, just 3 on the return, and the Bears take over. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. The last series form, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10 at their own 37. Here's Fields. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they've put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Fields now to throw. There's a short throw. It's caught by Kmet. First catch for the Bears' leading receiver from a year ago. It's a Chicago first down. The start for them near flawless. Defense gets them a 3-and-out. 2 quick pass connections on offense.
So that's how a team works together. Just what you described. Get them the ball, give them a little momentum, and they're capitalizing off of that. Thanks a lot, guys.
Moore, the man in motion. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3. Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 8. Herbert powering up the middle. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. Washington on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. From the gun, here's Fields. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Turns out to be a great idea to tuck that one. Good for 24 yards.
On 3rd down, he obviously wants to throw the football, but there's nowhere to go with it, so he takes off and goes. And nowadays, to get to the first down marker, he blows right past it and picks up big yardage. Partner, that's a great bit of improvisation.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. To throw is Fields. Able to hit his target, Claypool. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
Now Fields. That is caught by Herbert. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. 7 yards there and a first down.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him. Not a big run, not an explosive run, but they've held the ball for plenty of plays on this drive. They're just trying to impose their will on the defense right now.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Read option. Here's Herbert. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Back to throw. Fields. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
And based on my math, they've only converted 1 time thus far in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. 3rd downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
Santos' kick is up and through, and they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. So that kick gives them their first points of the game, CD, and it comes on the 3rd drive, but hopefully for them that's a spark that gets that offense going.
Yeah, and I would say if you're the offensive play caller, as you look at your sheet, you're trying to find that part on there that unlocks bigger points. They've struggled with a few drives so far, finally got 3 out of it. How do you find the end zone? That's what he's searching for now.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be second down. Back to throw, Howell. And this one is incomplete. Was trying to get it to Terry McLaurin, and it's 3rd and 4. Off play action, it's Howell. Short throw there, caught by Thomas. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
If this were baseball, we'd call this small ball. Instead of pushing it downfield, they throw a short pass trying to pick up the first down, but the defense rallies to the football and stops him short, bringing up a 4th down.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. Here comes Pettis on the return. 6-yard return after a punt of 48. The Chicago offense set to get started. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Starting on the ground with Herbert. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Now, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. From the 35, here's 2nd and a couple. They'll go again with Herbert. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
Right side, Claypool's got it. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. Second down and 7. A handoff for Herbert. And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41. An extra man in the secondary for Washington on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Fields. Over the middle, and that's caught by Kmet. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down, and I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. On 1st and 10, it's Herbert. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. This is Homer. Dances by him, and he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11. Those are the types of runs they told us they want to see more of. Look, they'd love the 60 to 70-yard runs, but those 10 to 20-yarders, they can help you win a ball game.
And that means everyone's invested because you know the big guys up front. That's what they do. They try and move people. But when you get your perimeter guys involved downfield, that means that they care about the running game and they know it helps their team.
Our score 10-3 with 2 minutes remaining in quarter number 2. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Operating from the gun, Fields. His throw incomplete. He was looking to get that one to DJ Moore, and that'll bring up 2nd down. To throw again, Fields. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Fields, we know he has the good mobility. He flashes it there as he scrambles for the first down.
That's multiple times now he's tagged them with a big gain with his legs. Really showing off some nice awareness and the ability to correctly realize when he's got a chance to tuck it and go himself.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Looking to throw. Fields. Flushed out right. They'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
So many times we talk about having good eye discipline when you're playing defense, making sure your eyes are in the proper place on a given play. Looks like that discipline came to the front there, didn't it? They were able to hold him for a short gain when he took off running.
Now 2nd and 5. Snap will come from the 6. A shotgun snap, Fields. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Cameron Curl. And the Commanders are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw some away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away and could cost them a ball game?
One final possession for the Commanders in this opening half. And with a 7-point lead, they'll likely look to take this to the locker room and not really press the issue. A little under 30 seconds to go. We'll see how they play it here on 1st and 10. Here's Howell. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. T.J. Edwards from that outside linebacker spot gets in there. It's a loss of 9. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome, everyone, to our brand new studios here in downtown Orlando in the EA Sports Halftime Report. We were certainly treated to an entertaining first half. Both these teams with some high points and maybe a couple of low points as well. So it's going to be a question of who can be the most disciplined team going forward.
Okay, Coach. Yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. The Bears going to see the football first, and they trail here as we get back underway to start this second half. This taken in at the goal line. And he returns this to the 22. And the Bears offense set to go to begin the third quarter. It's been a tight game to this point. What do they need to do, Charles, to break through in the second half and take the lead?
Well, I think the first thing they need to do is thank their defense for keeping them in this game. And, you know, I think the defense is saying back to them, why don't you guys focus on getting some first downs, putting some drives together, give us a little bit of a break here. If we can get some rest, we'll play even better for you. And, oh, by the way, pay off a few of those drives with some points, too.
It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up second down.
He certainly did his best to find something on that run, but there just wasn't enough time to make it happen. Nice effort there, avoiding the sack and getting back to the line of scrimmage. That one certainly could have ended up worse.
Here's Fields. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
Oh, nice move. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Give him 22 there on the third down conversion.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
On first down, it's Fields. And there's a short throw. It's caught by Komet. From just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd and 3. Out of the gun, Fields. And the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down. Montez Sweat, the man that time to fight in and drop him.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
Here comes the Bears punter now, as he's on here to punt it away. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. First possession of the second half now for Washington. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. First down, Howell to throw. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
Oh, I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. 2nd and 10, Howell. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
Howell throwing on third down here. And that is incomplete.
Yeah, that's a nice job there defensively to blanket those receivers on third down. And as a quarterback, all you can do is just loft one toward the bench. Not too close, mind you, and live to punt the football.
Here's Tressway now as he's on to punt for Washington. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. So a change of possession here on the punt. The Bears offense out there set and ready to go. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. Throwing to start the drive. Fields. That's complete to Mooney. 11 yards for number 11. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Fields going to keep it running right. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
You know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. There's a short throw. It's caught by Kmet. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. That'll give him 8 that time, and it'll be 4th down.
I thought maybe when he caught it, he'd have a good chance of getting that 1st down, but that's a nice job of holding him up and preventing him from getting to the sticks.
Here comes the Bears punter now. He's been terrific so far. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad. The Washington offense set to take over again. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. Howell. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
And when you're in a one-score game in the second half, now's not the time to force the football to places where you shouldn't. And that's a smart decision to just get that one out of there.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. 2nd down, Howell now. That's out to the flat for Gibson. And he's able to get up here to the 26. It's a 1st down for Washington on a pickup of 11.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. There's a nice move. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
Anytime you hear the term an explosive run, most teams I know define that as any run over 10 yards, and they got that and more. How about a lot of credit for the big guys up front? That offensive line firing out, creating plenty of space, and a big run ensued.
On 1st down, right back to Gibson. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. From the 46, here's 2nd down and 2. Gibson again.
And he'll get it out to midfield. They'll spot it right at midfield at the 50.
4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Now, we all know that an offense coordinator and a quarterback, they're aligned at the hip. But when you've got a runner who can get you that kind of yardage, that guy's invaluable.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. 10 yards there, good for a Washington 1st down.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. A give up the middle to Gibson. Down to about the 37. This a 2nd and 7 from the 37. Here's Hal to throw on 2nd down. He'll check that down to Gibson out of the backfield. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. The Washington passing game dialed in now. It's a 1st down.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
They'll go play action. Howell. His throw complete right side to Bates, the tight end. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that will bring up 2nd down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
2nd down, Howell back to pass. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a 1st down. They'll run with Gibson. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6. So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yeah, it's now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. One more time with Gibson. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal.
And Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line. Because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
The line of scrimmage is the 2 here on 3rd and goal. They'll try to run with Gibson, and he is going to lose yardage here. That winds up being a 4-yard loss and leads to 4th down.
It's interesting where we are in the game now. The analytics folks, they might tell you to kick the field goal and make it a 2-score game. But you have to wonder if emotionally they're thinking, let's go for the touchdown and try and slam the door.
Field goal unit and Joey Sly now. From the left hash, a chip shot here. Sly able to put this one through. And they will stretch their lead to 10 now at 13-3. So the lead extended, and I think at this point you say, hey, defense, take us to the end.
Well, if I got some good music to put to that, I could have a good country hit. I like the way you expressed yourself there. I think the offense has done enough so far. But like you say, if your defense is only giving up 3 points, makes it a lot easier to settle for field goals on this side of the ball.
After the made field goal, here's Sly to kick this one away. No run back here for Jones, a touchback. The Bears now ready to take over again. They're in a 13-3 hole here now as they come up on first down. Now Herbert to start the drive. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down. Not only an explosive play, but an explosive run. I mean, broken tackles along the way to pick up that yardage.
The way things kept churning for him, feet were moving, the legs were driving. Looks like someone who spent his off-season working on hill work, running through sand, all the things that you want to build up those leg muscles.
This gain not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
Now what we're seeing, this is much better from this offense because so far in this game, no touchdowns to this point, and what's usually a direct correlation? Very few explosive plays. That's been their issue, not able to make that big shot downfield or break one off, but a nice game there for a first down.
And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up second down. Ball on the 30 now. Here's a 2nd and 7. Now motion left with Mooney. Another carry for Herbert on 2nd down. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. They got to get to the 23 here on 3rd. Here's Fields. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. A gain of 7, and they pick up the first.
They'd been moving the ball well, but this drive was in danger of stalling out. Fortunately, this is a nice throw here, and they're able to pick up a new set of downs.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They run the option here on 1st and 10. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. So retract the yardage and retract the touchdown.
And retract the chunk play. Big strike there to get the touchdown. Now they've got to take it back and see if they've got another one still in their arsenal.
Here's a give to Herbert. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
This has been a good drive so far, and it's been the running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a first down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Herbert once more. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Khalil Herbert, a 12-yard touchdown run. And the Bears have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th.
In as many coaches' meetings as we sit in, we hear the word finish all the time, don't we? And on that play, the back actually finished getting into the end zone, breaking the last tackle. Tried to wrap up, tried to use the proper technique, just wasn't able to get it done.
Santos able to tack on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Washington offense set to take over. That last touchdown has made this really tight. They're clinging now to this slim lead. Second half, they only have a field goal. This offense needs to kick it into gear.
And right now, I'm looking directly at the field general, at the quarterback. Because to me, he's got to take over right now. By word, pumping his team up, and then, of course, by deed with his play. My high school coach used to say that all the time. Laddie, take over by word and deed.
And deed means action.
Exactly.
50 yards on the ground for him so far.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
Here's 2nd and 4 from the 24. Throwing here, Howell. All right, open, complete. And finally taken down at the 35-yard line. Big yardage that time for Washington. 41 yards.
But I think it's about time I took my eyes off of the secondary or the guys with the football. How about the offensive line on that snap? They took care of business.
Absolutely, and when he can stay in the pocket like that, you're going to get big plays like we just saw. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. On the counter, Gibson. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Show him what you got.
5 yards remain on 2nd down. Faking the handoff, Howell. Short throw to the tight end, Thomas. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
And this offense can get their tight ends involved. They can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the 1st down.
Now they go play action with Howell. That's into the hands of his tight end, Bates. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. Now Howell. And it's incomplete. Oh, that would have been 6 points, but somehow he couldn't rein it in.
After all the preparation, all the practice, a play like that will absolutely break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it. In the end zone, a big-time drop.
On 3rd down, here's Gibson. And that's not going to get it done. He'll come up well short of the 1st at about the 21. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down. A bit of extra pressure now for this one on Joey Sly. This to swell the lead to 6. Sly able to put this one through. And that extends their advantage to 6. It's 16-10. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there,
Those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down.
After the made field goal, here's Sly to kick this one away. And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback. The Bears offense ready to get going again.
And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the number one thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action, now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad.
Is that
he would have kept it on the ground.
On first down, Fields. That's going to be caught downfield by Mooney. Now following the completion, we're going to get a stoppage here for an injury. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Now it's Fields. He's got the connection to Moore.
The Bears on the move. They've got another 1st down.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Fields on 1st down. And there's a short throw. It's caught by Kmet.
Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Here's 2nd and a yard. Play action. It's Fields.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears.
DJ Moore from 17 yards out. And the Bears are an extra point away from taking the lead here in the 4th.
Man, he just ran a terrific route. Extremely hard to defend when it's run that precisely and the ball's delivered that accurately.
Santos now to add the PAT. It's up and good, and they take the lead by a point, 17-16. The drive summary, 4 plays, 75 yards.
And it concludes with a touchdown reception by DJ Moore.
The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Commanders' offense returning to the field. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. Howell and the Commanders come up now 1st and 10.
At their own 19-yard line.
They'll start on the ground with Gibson.
And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there.
Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. That time, a little misdirection really seemed to fool the defense.
And think of it this way. From the time you're in high school, you're taught to watch film and pick up tendencies. Sometimes they can use those against you, though, when they break their own tendencies and hit you back the opposite direction, huh?
Once more, Gibson. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. 73 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I'd keep going back to him.
Short throw there, caught by Thomas. His big game continues. 10 catches now and another first down.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Howell to the air on 1st and 10. And his throw here's incomplete. Thomas the intended target, and now it's 2nd down. Gibson here running out of the gun. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. 15 yards the pickup, first down Washington. Blocking at the point of attack there was very strong. He had a couple of running lanes.
And I never want to overlook the offensive line, but that's what they get paid to do. How about the quarterback? Everyone thinks all he's going to do is throw the football. His movement and deception can help a running game as well.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go, ball on the 43. Shotgun handoff to Gibson. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. And Howell will throw it. Completes it to Samuel. And he's going to have a Commander's first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
They'll throw on first down. Here's Howell. He's got it to Gibson. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
Boy, a lot of moving parts on this play, but what a nice design to leak the running back out to the left and send him down the field. And a good job spotting him and hitting him for a big play.
And the question now, how do they want to work the clock here on 1st and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. Well, they were going draw play there. The defense wasn't fooled. They sniffed it out.
I think they're going to have to go back and take a few more acting classes because that's what a lot of that is. You've got to influence them to think that it's going to be a pass play and have them drop out and maybe the defensive front coming forward.
And did he get the feet down? Yes! Touchdown! Antonio Gibson. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Commanders answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead. But plenty of scoring here of late, and our lead changes hands now in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, they just gave up a touchdown on the other end, so they knew that with time getting short, they had to put something together here. And they were able to do so and retake the lead right back.
Howell throwing for it. And this one's caught. And their fourth quarter lead grows by a couple more. And around the goal line, especially on two-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. No run back here for Jones, a touchback. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And now after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Starting on the ground with Herbert. Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 119 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 16 times.
Herbert making a nice play there, coming off a 700-yard campaign, despite making just one start in 2022. Played a big part in the Bears becoming the 5th team in NFL history to rush for 3,000 yards in a season.
Meanwhile, Fields' throw there complete to Mooney. 18 more yards there and another 1st down. They were in zone defensively, went with a crossing route. It's always interesting to watch that chess match.
Yeah, and I think safeties don't mind crossing routes against zone because eventually you're going to run into their territory. And that's when they lick their chops in order to get the big hit or a play on the ball.
Offensively, nice execution to find a hole, make the catch. A throw over the middle, taken in. Short completion, just 4 yards, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. Now Fields. There's a short throw. It's caught by Kmet. Well, this crowd into it now. 3rd and 2. They'll run with Herbert. And some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. All eyes on Fields. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. DJ Moore with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Well, the hard part's done. Now they just need to split the posts, tie it up, but then their defense is going to have to hold up to send it to overtime.
Yeah, no matter what. I know there's an inclination in it when you have momentum to go for 2 here, but if you miss it, you don't give your defense a chance at all.
Plus, it's been a good game. I want to see overtime. I'm selfish.
You obviously don't have a flight to catch.
Tomorrow. The extra point, a vital one, and he gets it to go. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. He's past the 30. He will score. Touchdown, Commanders.
And that score deserves our respect, deserves our excitement. But I'm looking at the clock, and I'm thinking, there's a long way to go in this one.
Ideally, they would have liked to milk a little bit more time off. Now, on the other sideline, you start to get the crew together and say, this is what we practiced a 2-minute drill for, right?
Yeah, you hope you've been in that situation before, and if you haven't, you just have the confidence, hey, let's go down there and get this thing done. But, boy, that's a big score right there to give them the advantage.
Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And they will take a 7-point lead now. And what a job there by all 11 on the kick return. The blocking excellent, the return excellent. The result, 6 points. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And we will not see an attempt to match that return touchdown as this will be a touchback and bring it out to the 25. So now Fields and the Bears down by 7. Just over a minute 40 to play. They need a touchdown and the PAT to tie it as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Fields. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. I don't know that those medium 5-ish yard gains are going to do it right now. Probably should have dropped it, right?
Yeah, that way you save more time on the clock. But I know receivers, they think they can catch it and break a tackle and turn into a big gain.
Here comes 2nd down at 5. Now Fields. Got a man and he hits him in stride. And he's going to get out of bounds with the 1st down. So that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the 1st and save a timeout. That's what they need right now. Get the 1st down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Back to throw. Fields. Able to find Kmet.
Short gain, last 2 plays. Who do you think's excited about that?
Absolutely, this defense, they're saying go right ahead with those. All 3 timeouts still at their disposal. Here's 1st and 10 now. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Here's 2nd and a yard. He'll look to throw. Well, this will be caught by Mooney. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. Here's 1st down. He's back to throw. Yeah, he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Nice solid gain there, partner, but the clock is starting to become his enemy.
Absolutely. Every second right now, more and more precious as it ticks. 16 seconds, all that remain. 2nd down. Now the Bears will use their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. From the 3, 2nd and a yard. They'll look to throw. And his ball is caught. It's a touchdown. And now in the final seconds, they're a PAT away from likely getting this thing to overtime.
Yes, sir, that touchdown puts them in striking distance. And let me tell you something, forget being conservative here. Go for it. Go for 2.
Well, going for it on the road. Want to win it right now.
Want to win it right now. Have the momentum. Go ahead and get it done.
So now this will be, in all likelihood, to force overtime. And we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining.
Let's go, man. I got you, baby. Let's do it.
So now this will be, in all likelihood, to force overtime. And he has got it. So barring something crazy on the kickoff, we're looking at an extra period to decide this one. So overtime on the horizon, barring a wild finish here as the kick's away. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. So 4 quarters wasn't enough, and we are off to overtime. Don't change that dime. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
So the first chance of this overtime will go to Washington as we are back underway. And no return here to begin the overtime session. That'll be a touchback. And the Washington offense heading out. And everyone knows the OT rules, Charles, but pretty simple formula. They go down and get a field goal, we continue play, but if they can find the end zone on this possession, ball game over.
And as meticulously as all teams plan for a game, I don't doubt for a second on that offense coordinator's play sheet, he's got some overtime plays that he wants to run. I know it sounds crazy, but they plan for everything. 1st and 10 all the way throughout the game, 2nd and 7, whatever. Right now, he's looking at that play sheet saying, if we get to overtime, what can we break out that they haven't seen?
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Short gain there to start overtime.
Almost a tester play, wasn't it? Wanted to see if the guys on defense were going to fit the gaps the correct way, because we're in overtime. So it's not just physical tiredness out there, right? Mentally, are you still doing what you're supposed to do? And they were up to the task on that play.
And certainly fatigue on both sides of the football. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. 10 yards there, good for a Washington first down. Here's a quick throw out wide. It's McLaurin. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it's second down. Second down, Howell back to pass. Short throw to the tight end Thomas. 7 yards there and a first down. They go back to that well. He's had a great game. Defensively, they haven't been able to stop him. Same thing here in overtime.
And sometimes that goes to the play caller's ego, because a lot of times you have so many different plays you want to call, but when you spot a matchup that's working for you or a player that has the hot hand, keep giving it to him. That tells me you're mature as a play caller, and it's working for them in overtime.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Howell, another throw on 2nd down. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. So 3rd down coming up. And Charles, I guess the question for me, where does 4 down territory begin possibly?
I guess for me it begins if you have 4th and 5 or less, because you've got to understand your team and know what your play calls are. What do you have that you think you're confident that you can pick up that type of yardage? It might be 4th and 3 for some teams, but I think anything under 4th and 5, they'll think about going for it.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Well done by the defense. They did their job here in overtime.
Boy, did they ever, because now it's 4th and really long. So if you do decide to go for it, people think you might be a little bit on the nut side, don't they? But guess what? If I did decide to go for it, I'd call something deep. I'd throw a deep pass and hope that the defense didn't remember to just knock it down. If they intercept it, it's almost like a great punt and helps out your defense with field position.
Onto the field now come the Bears. Well, their defense did the job, got off the field without giving up any points, and now, Charles, all they need here is a field goal, and they get the victory.
Yeah, and this is the way I love overtime. I'm one of those really, really old school guys that like sudden death right from the beginning. Well, we've got it now because any points wins the game. On defense, get a safety, a pick 6, fumble return, you can win it as well. So I'm really looking forward to this series and see how both sides play.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I think we got to give it up for him right there. That's a heck of an athletic move for a big man right in the middle of the line. How about the play he makes there? Nowhere to run, and he finishes that one off for a loss.
2nd down, they go back to Herbert. And no luck at all to start this drive as they're going to drop him behind the line for a 2nd straight play. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
Well, that was not what you would call a straight line pursuit for a middle linebacker to make this play. He's got to work his way through the clutter to get to the ball carrier on the outside, and he does exactly that. That's called avoiding the trash.
Now, what can Fields do here in overtime? He'll get that complete to his tight end, Kmet. And he will be marked down short of the first as they get to him at the 29. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. Charles, any chance they go for it here?
I think that there's a chance. They have to consider it because of the way they played offense in this game. I mean, look at the scoreboard. Look at the points that they've put up. They feel confident that they can keep it going. But the risk is, and the downside is, you don't get it here, you've set up your opponent in really good field position.
So out comes Washington's offense to take over. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. They'll go play action. Howell. His throw complete right side to Bates, the tight end. This being their second opportunity in overtime, third overall drive, see if they can settle into a rhythm.
And that's what you're looking for. Get a few first downs, move the ball downfield, have some confidence, get yourself in a spot where you can at least kick a field goal to win it. But I tell you this, if I'm the play caller, I'm looking at that part of my sheet that says playmakers. Get the ball in their hands, critical situation, now's their time.
Howell's throw into the hands of McLaurin. And McLaurin going to pick up a Commander's first down as the tackle made up around the 33-yard line. 10 yards there, good for a Washington first down. Charles, you get into these overtime situations, that's not a bad guy to dial into.
Well, when you have to have plays, especially in a spot as you just described, we're in OT, you've got to go to the guys you can trust and you know are going to make the plays. Well, they say, it's not the X's and the O's, it's the Jimmies and the Joes.
In overtime, you have to be smarter than that.
A personal foul just can't happen. Have to have poise.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Howell, he'll look to throw it. They'll set up the screen for Gibson. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
And good yardage there on first down because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, or it could have gone for more.
Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4. Straight ahead, Gibson. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 7 yards there and a first down.
That was a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now the second-year man from Alabama, it's Brian Robinson. He's brought down in the red zone at the 18 after a gain of 18. 1st and 10.
Not too shabby for his first carry of the game. That's exactly what most teams are looking for. A really good change of pace back.
And now this game's going to come down to the right leg of their kicker. And now the Bears going to signal for another timeout. They'll be down to just one remaining as we step aside here in overtime. So on is their kicker, and it's down to this. This to win it in overtime. And he got it. The kick is good in overtime. He's able to split the uprights. And they will be all smiles in Georgetown tonight as Washington has won it. Well, Charles, a very simple mission anytime that you play on your home turf, and that is to defend your home turf. And today, that mission was accomplished.
Look, every offseason, every preseason, the head coach goes in front of the team and says, the mission for the season, defend our home field every time, split on the road, and we'll be in the playoffs. That's why defending the home field is vital.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. The Commanders pick up the victory as we say so long from our nation's capital.